Y'all, they're talking about Cassie has fled the United States. To which I say, if you got $30 million, are you really fleeing anywhere? Even though this creates something very, very, very disturbing, okay? Let me tell you what the streets are saying. The streets are saying that Diddy is in jail, walking around like his name is literally Tom Thumb, walking around mad, pacing, trying to figure out how's he going to uplift the community, how he's going to teach those kids to survive without him, how he's going to find new tracks for King Combs to further his career. Nine. They're saying Diddy is sitting around thinking of how he's going to get Cassie back because at the end of the day, he is hot. He is mad that the girl he thought that he punished, that he destroyed, that he shamed, that he mocked, that he humiliated, now got more money, access, and privilege than he can probably look forward to having for a good number of years of his life. They are saying that Cassie actually left because Diddy feels some type of way about the way Cassie did it. Diddy feels like Cassie needs to pay, and Diddy don't like the fact that Cassie, Alex Fine, right? And them babies are living lavishly, and that Cassie actually did take away everything that he loved. His name, his respect, his influence, and his money, right? Again, when he gets out, I guess he can still have free calls. The only thing is they have to be consensual, and he can't pay anybody because that's prostitution. That's a violation of your bail, and you can't pay anybody, right? And you really can't have any record industry contacts because if the way we act about CBJ and Young Miami are on podcasts crying about how the whole world abandoned them, Stevie, that's your fault. People are now doing pest control. Again, nobody wants somebody that looks like a deranged rat coming at them, right? And Young Miami, he gave you 2.3 million, girl. What is the problem? Judging by the way that they walked away from the City Girls, I don't think coaching them was paying them that much. But what do I know? What do I know? I'm just a broke YouTuber. The point is, when I get off my tangent, at the end of the day, Diddy is mad and he is focused on Cassie and he wants her to pay. Cassie got word of that and rightfully so. She moved overseas. Now, how did it come out? Apparently, there's a lawsuit that's Cassie's going on where they're paying Diddy, they're suing Diddy and Cassie. Now, when it comes to suing Cassie, I do believe that everybody, even Diddy's lawyers, admitted that Cassie was high out of her mind while all this is happening. Yeah, she might have orchestrated it sometimes, but Diddy told her to orchestrate. Diddy did stuff. She was high out of her mind. Nobody knows where that case is going to go. However, it has been exposed that Cassie has left the U.S. after that $30 million payout. TMZ is saying she fled the USA. Again, I don't think anybody flees anywhere for $30 million. I do know that after the way the idiots acted at Diddy's trial, after the way those quote unquote men acted, after the way the abusers were foaming at the mouth, right? I can understand why Cassie is like, I'm getting out of here. This is ghetto. It smells like broke. It smells like all these men going in for their king thumb. Y'all know in the tape. And again, it doesn't matter, right? But in the tape, like Diddy looks like he's holding like a baby's thumb the whole time in his hands while he's watching the freak offs. And the thing, spoiler alert, is no baby thumb. It's Diddy. They talk about 3 inches. That's what Sly Diggler said, who was involved in the freak-off. Some people said it can go back down to a Tootsie Roll. Again, I do want to say, remember when they was talking about Jeffrey Epstein and the people that were testifying, and they said that he was like a few inches and he was shaped like an egg, and people said that rage about being deformed, even though, is it really that serious? Maybe because I'm not a man. Is it really that serious that you are deformed or very small in a way? Right? Like, find someone to love you that you will literally be like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to beat women mercilessly. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to make them become on drugs. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to have freak offs where I stare at men that have more. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to tape it. I'm going to make everybody involved. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to have my then girlfriend, who was Carisha, deserves an acting honor. Talking about something, yeah, daddy, I like that, all this stuff, knowing you gotta literally sit there and holler for this. Girl, please, I see why. She was like, anyway, the whole point of the matter is, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this and that. Is it that MF and serious? You could have been curing world hunger. You could have been giving scholars. You could have been doing so many things to lead with quote unquote love. Instead, you were trying to make, I would assume, the world pay for what you consider to be a gross inadequacy. I mean, I guess, right? Now, anyway, they said Cassie moved out of America at some point after being paid 20 million from Diddy over his alleged abuse, and she got 10 million from the hotel because the hotel actually covered it up, sold it to Diddy, right? And Cassie says she's got no plans on moving back to this B either. Like, do you see what's going on in America right now? Hell, most people are trying to get out and they don't even have to go to a Diddy trial. But it's another thing. I think the people, listen, take this with a grain of salt, because who knows if anybody's actually a Diddy source, Diddy insider, whatever. But the streets are saying that Diddy was hoping Cassie would actually stay in America because Diddy has a plan to make that woman pay, to take back every dollar, to have his band of Diddy is online harassing her, doing this, doing that. Again, Diddy is the king of the dirtbags. He's the king of the scumbags. He's the king of little men, mental little men. I don't care how tall they are. He is the king of that, right? And the women that support them. I don't know what's worse, being a dirtbag or being a person that supports a dirtbag or being the woman that's trying to get picked by the loser that's supporting a dirtbag. Like, I know it's a hierarchy, but it's just like, ew. Like, each layer becomes even more like, are you not ashamed? So TMZ obtained a court declaration dated May 1st, filed by Cassie in her ongoing lawsuit, where she states, I reside, how does Cassie talk? I reside outside of the United States. I do not intend to move back to the United States. You know, Cassie got that really cute, calm voice. They said Cassie was pregnant and living in New York last summer when she testified in Diddy's federal criminal trial, also states in her declaration, I am a